Oh my
months
goodness.
intro
It's
into
just
it,
been, you know what? It's just been one of those, it's been a couple of weeks since we've done one of these.
Should we do it again? Should we like go
Yeah,
off camera for a second?
yeah. Here, let's just do that. We'll do this thing here. Okay, now it feels like it's official.
Yeah,
now
it feels, we were bumping.
It was a very odd. It's been a couple of weeks since we've been together. We got a little rusty.
We're a little rusty.
Here's the best part, though, is we got a little rusty on that part, but the video quality and the sound quality, everything, we have elevated that.
Well, I was telling you off, when we were backstage, I went through a different lighting and wardrobe process, and so it's looking super clear. It's the same camera though, but I just have I changed the focus. I changed a few things around. So
yeah, I feel like maybe you talked to like Canadian Prepper and some of those,
that's how
those guys. You borrowed their makeup, their Diva Squad or Glam Squad or whatever.
They have a full staff. There's like 100 people.
There's so many people over there. It's just such a thing.
And I even connected. I saw that now with the streaming software with Restream, we're able to stream on Facebook, on Twitch. So I hooked that up too. So maybe we'll get.
I don't even charge extra for that.
Yeah, we don't.
You want to come on? I'm happy to. We'll stream you anywhere.
Yeah,
we'll stream all over the place.
So I think we should be live on Twitch and on Facebook. And
yeah, I see. There's somebody. Jeremy is from
Jeremy.
Facebook?
Yeah, welcome, Jeremy.
Yeah, exactly. What's that, from the Pacific Northwest?
No,
temperature, I think, but.
Yeah, my Facebook is, I don't have a personal Facebook. I got rid of it like in 2011, but my mom is technically the urban prepper on Facebook, so she runs the whole operation there. So.
Oh, secrets revealed.
Yes,
secrets revealed on Prep Talk Live.
And so then she'll give me a call. Hey, someone sent you a message on Facebook. I don't know.
Be like, who is this Casey, and why does he want to start a stream with you or whatever?
He looks creepy. Stay.
Yeah, okay, so speaking of creepy, by the way. I'm Casey with Cascadia Dispatch. Welcome to episode 59 of Prep Talk Live. With me, as always, is Tuck the Urban Prepper. I'd ask you how you're doing, but I don't want to lose my thought. So we found this thing on TikTok. Speaking of creepy, it is now a family favorite at our house, which gives you some idea of what you're dealing with up here. It's this guy who does voiceovers of animals. And so they're like nature videos, but he does like a voiceover.
Yeah.
And he was doing like a voiceover of this condor, and he calls himself Creepy Dave. Like the condor, Creepy Dave. And the condor is just kind of like moving around, and so it works really, really well. So now he has this animal show that he does on TikTok called Creepy Dave's Animal Show. It is fantastic. Maybe not necessarily for the kids. It definitely pushes the PG-13 rating, I would say. But since you mentioned creepy, the only thing that pops in my mind now is Creepy Dave's.
Creepy Dave,
best animal on today's show.
I don't follow that one on TikTok. TikTok keeps feeding me all these dermatology things and other.
Oh my god! Oh, hold on.
The sea. Oh my gosh!
Hold on.
Okay, hold on.
You know what? Here's what I'm glad.
Let me fix my collar.
I'm glad that we got like the nice cameras and the nice audio and everything, so that when Sutton's Days was here, we were at our best.
Yes.
I hope she didn't see the beginning where we just totally screwed up our own intro and everything else, because that was a disaster.
Oh my gosh. Okay, let's get our game face on. But yeah.
Speaking of Creepy Dave,
I keep watching all the turtles ones where they take the barnacles off the turtles. And for some reason, TikTok thinks I like those, and I do. So.
The algorithm is so amazingly accurate.
Yeah,
it is remarkable. Have you Wrangler Star on TikTok has become a major thing.
That's his thing.
He is everywhere on the professional homeowner, the pro-ho.
And it's funny because
Wrangler Star.
we've known Wrangler Star for years. Through
Of course
YouTube.
you have. Of course you. Look, we know you and your secret cabal of prepping bigwigs at YouTube have
a cabal of prepping. That's
and those of us newbies over here just hoping to get in the general admission section.
Well, no, I meant in general, us YouTubers have known in the preparedness community have known of Wrangler Star for years, but like on TikTok, it's like it's his new uncharted territories, and he's like, I don't know, the ones that I've watched at least, it's like your anarchy kind of 101 kit type stuff. Like
he's got some interesting stuff on
here's how to disable a robotic dog that comes at you. Not that I'm saying for you to do that.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
like here's how to avoid facial recognition and
act accordingly. Yeah,
but he's not that I'm saying to do that, but it's like
I would hate for this to happen to some sort of a device or a vehicle or something. But this would just be awful if that happened. I'm like,
I know all sorts of stuff like that. Here's how to make spikes for the road if you need to like pop some tires of someone driving. Not that I want you to do that or not, and it's just blowing up. And all these guys are like, this guy's like giving guerrilla warfare tips out on TikTok.
He's like the forest ranger, and it's like, I mean, all of his YouTube stuff was very much like how to like chainsaw maintenance.
Yeah, it was all about
kinds of stuff.
Yeah,
exactly.
He was so mild-mannered on YouTube where it's all like, here's how to sharpen this axe and family values and stuff. And now it's just guerrilla warfare tactics on TikTok.
Yeah, exactly.
But he's the most popular prepper TikTok as far as I know. But
and he's like, he always, especially lately, like his most recent ones, he's always talking about like, if you're the unfortunate son of a single mom or something like that, and I'm like, I can't tell if you're trying to use sarcasm there or if like you're like, I don't know what's going on. And then he'll just go off onto like how to sharpen an axe or how to like put water. He was putting powder in a Roomba yesterday, and I was like, what is this even talking about at this point?
What I didn't see that one, but yeah, that's. That's not the Wrangler Star I know. The one I know is so nice, but now it's
and he always used to be like, he'd wear like flannel or something. He looked like a lumberjack, and now he's wearing like a button-up denim shirt with like a neckerchief. He looks like he's ready to be in like a country band. Or
I don't know what's going on, but
he's gotten big time. He already was big time, but
he's big time. But he's kind of rebranded. He's kind of. I think a lot of folks do that. Like they rebrand after a little unhinged maybe. I can't tell if it's just to like he's working the algorithms type thing or whatever. Oh, good to see Sonny. Good to see you. For sure.
Yeah. We got everybody's in here. Pigs Fly is in here. Pigs Fly is dual streaming because she's on your channel and on my channel.
Yeah, like
this, which we
appreciate. It's kind of like Inception, like where you're
exactly
in a channel on another channel too.
I love that for our algorithm.
I still always get nervous when something stays on, but that's
I'm
gonna try to play it. I'll play it cool.
Chuck is here. Yeah, exactly. We've got all of the usual suspects are here. So anyway, so it's summertime. Yeah. Today is the first official day of summer. It's like
and I'm wearing my Han Solo thermal vest.
I was like, we could not be wearing more black heavy winter wear.
Well, we watched the Wrangler Star TikToks, and now we're kind of going full on guerrilla warfare for our our videos too. So.
Oh gosh, the one that was the wood splitter one that went viral, like that became its own. It was like introducing so many people in TikTok to the prepper world of
I always worry on like we've come a long way since Doomsday Preppers, but I think we're back now.
So yeah, exactly. There's definitely
we're back, and like now we're on these. Everyone has short attention spans, so 15-second clips of like all sorts of stuff. But yeah. Meanwhile, we're all smiles here. So
exactly, we're the happy preppers. We're back and all of those sorts of fun things. Yeah. So I threw out the
summertime.
Summer.
It's summertime.
It's summertime. Because I was thinking it is officially happens to be the first day of summer, and it's the longest day of summer. And as we think about both, I would say summer preps. So what are those things that we always want to think about when we're preparing for summer and all that sort of stuff? but also like, our kids are home for the summer. I think your kids are close to being home for the summer if they aren't already.
They're home. Yeah.
There's kind of that like, what do you do with your kids when you're home? Like there's camps and all that sort of stuff, but it's also an opportunity to do some other things, prepping wise. And so my wife is in charge of summers at our house.
Yep.
We've had the 80s summer, where the kids were basically, they had no TV or screens or anything at all, and they just had to go play outside.
It's called the 80s summer.
She called it the 80s summer. She was like, we're not watching shows or anything out. You're outside, front yard, backyard.
Like the Gen X summer where we're all the kids are feral and
you can color
the neighborhood.
Exactly, but we're not doing video games. We're not doing any of that.
Yeah.
And this year she has decided that it's our summer of skills, and so we had the kids actually like make a little list of the life skills that they wanted to learn this summer. And then we had our own list of ideas and kind of brought it together. And so we're kind of running through that. So I figured I'd throw it out to you. You want to talk about like summer preps, like heat and hot and that sort of stuff? You want to talk about more like summer vacation preps? Do we want to break this up into a series maybe?
Oh, well, I think all of those are good ideas. I know for nowadays, like what I'm trying to prep for winter, but that's
prepping for winter.
We're in the midst of it now. So on the summer stuff, we have some summer vacations coming up. Yeah, hopefully people I think like in January through March is when you start getting all your summer preps together. But I don't know if I have a whole bunch of seasonal type serious modifications in the summertime. It's more of like for vacation type stuff. Winter is the one I'm always worried about because at least if I was in Arizona, I think my summer preps would be different because of the extreme heat. But we live in the Pacific Northwest, so it's not like it gets too hot over here. So I'm actually trying to think if we do any kind of real serious like alterations to preps. Like wintertime, that's when the de-icers and all that stuff comes into play, and like stuff for warmth and stuff. But I don't know if I think you should probably like be 6 months ahead of the game. So if you're prepping for summer, you're already in summer. That's kind of like prepping for when I don't know, there's all sorts of emergencies happen. Like a lot of people when like the wildfires and stuff happen, then they start prepping for the wildfires, and it's like, you're in the wildfire. So
just to be clear, everyone, when you decide to have a live podcast with a famous YouTuber, it's always good to throw out an idea 2 hours ahead of time and then have him absolutely throw it in a dumpster live in front of everyone. I feel like that is fantastic. Hey, you want to stream tonight? Hey, maybe come up with an idea. Hey, great. Okay, you got it? Oh yeah.
I was like,
why are you even on the air? Why do I do this with you? You know why I do this with you?
I know. I always like the freestyle and stuff. And I don't think there's summertime. We're in summer though. I don't know, but I'm trying to think like what are some summer preps that like you might want to change.
Yeah, I think
especially if you're in Arizona or something.
Like getting the firewood and all that sort of stuff you would use like in the wintertime. I think you can also do a little bit in the summer because you might do like fire pits and that sort of stuff where, okay, now's a good time to maybe order it and plan ahead for that sort of thing and you can use it now. But I'm thinking about like minor things, like we usually add extra sunscreen like to all the cars and all the bags just because it's a thing that now is a little bit more needed than, for example, in the wintertime. Those of us who are follically or have gone with a different style. That's what we've gone with. We've gone with a different style.
Yeah.
Like I have like a sun hat thing that I keep. I don't keep it with me, which is a problem. And so one of my preps is actually trying to find it in the house and make sure that it's now at the front door so I have it with me, as opposed to when I don't have it, and I don't care about it in the wintertime or whatever. So I think there's some of that sort of stuff. There's, cycling water in your car. I think everybody probably keeps water in their car, but just making sure that you have like cold water or that you have extra water in case you get stuck on the freeway.
What kind of water do you have in your car? Because I just
toxic
reloaded.
Water.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
Do you go bottle? Do you go the water cans? Do you do box water? Do you do the pouch? You do the lifeguard, the survival lifeboat.
if I
pouches.
wanted to do it, yeah, if I wanted to do it like the best, it would probably be like the jar water is great, or box water or something like that. We do like the case of water from Costco, which
Okay.
is not great because it's in plastic bottles and it's going to be in a car that's hot and everything else. But we don't leave it in there for years at a time, and if it's super hot, like we probably aren't going to drink it right away anyway, because it's going to be too hot. But I'd rather have some water that was sitting in a bottle that may have a little bit of a chemical in it at that moment, than to not have any water at all and really wish that we had it.
Yeah.
So we usually do that. We also do like water bottles, like the kids, we all have our metal water bottles. And so if we're going anywhere, we'll try and fill those up in advance and make sure we've got ice and everything in there. The pouches I think are good, but they don't have a lot of water in them. So I think they're great for like if you wanted them in a backpack for like a bug out scenario or something like that, and you just want enough to make sure you can cook or whatever, and you don't want to have the bulk of a bottle in your bag. I think the pouches make a lot of sense. But for every day, I don't want to have to worry about continually restocking. So you get the case from Costco. It's the only water that we buy from Costco, because Costco doesn't have big jugs of water or anything.
Still working on that Costco sponsorship, so I know,
exactly.
I've been noticing that. So Costco,
Costco, we'd love to buy more water from you if you would do that. But they, we just get the cases of water there. I'm not too particular about it, I don't think.
Yeah, it's my mom rocks the Costco case of water in the back. But I've been for years now. I've been doing the glass bottles just because I think they taste but we don't have extreme freezing temperatures here where we're at, so I don't have to worry about them cracking. But they taste great even after they've been there for a little bit. The only thing I worry about with them is that I don't worry about them breaking, but I do worry about if I was in some car accident or something, a glass water bottle flying out at me. So I need to figure
projectiles.
Yeah, it's like, and they're heavy, but I'm trying to. But I find that those work the best for me because I don't know. I don't like when the water's been in the plastic bottles for a while. They taste a little funny to me. So, but if it was an emergency, I wouldn't care what it tasted like. So
yeah, exactly. And that's, I think, the thing is if it's everything tastes better in glass.
That's true.
Sutton's days, you are correct.
That's true. Like soda tastes better in glass. Beers tastes better. Well, draft is better, but yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah. Prepper water koozies. Now she's on a merch. You're gonna get us talking about merch ideas. Now, like with the water
koozies
come with a tiny, like, instead of like a bottle opener, would it be like a little axe shaped bottle opener, like for prepping or something? Would it be a multi-tool bottle opener? Does it have a koozie pocket for our little Leathermans to go in? I mean,
I have no. Well, actually, I have a little go bag in there too, so I guess I have filtration. But yeah, I like having the individual water things. And I think I have a few pouches where the spare tire is. I think I have a few just for absolute emergencies type stuff. But
yeah, the other thing is too that we got like big black fleece blankets. I think we got them from IKEA a while ago. And they're not fancy or anything. They were cheap and they're just big blankets.
Yeah.
And so we keep those in the back of our cars as well. And so when we have the water in there, we'll usually take the blanket and put it over so it's not getting as much direct sun and it kind of insulates it a little bit. I don't know if there's any science to it making anything better, but it makes me and my wife, it makes us feel better. So we go with that.
I think it probably does a little something. And I also like having those blankets there because if you have something in the back, you could cover it up so it's not as visible for bad guys and stuff. But they're out there too. Bad guys are out in the summertime more than the wintertime, I find. So.
Yes. I actually just got the camera. I've got one of those dash cams for your car, but mine also has an internal camera and then it's got an auto on. So if there's motion around the car, it will automatically turn on and start recording. It won't wait until the car is on or anything like that.
Yeah. I need to upgrade on that. Thanks for the reminder. It'll go on my Amazon list for sure.
You're welcome.
I repositioned some of my. I don't know if it's summer specific, but I'm the one nerd that has a personal flotation device type stuff in the car because I'm worried of floods. So I
Wait,
did.
a
I did some.
personal flotation in the car. In order for that flood thing to happen in your car, you would have to be in the body of water.
Well,
Are
yeah,
you
I have.
worried that you're going to be in the body of water?
I'm worried about like what if there's like a tsunami or if there's flooding. Like in Washington, that's like the number one emergency is floods. Like flooding. And
Is it
I just
really?
it's not fire, it's not earthquake, it's not
Wow.
volcanoes, it's flooding. And so I'm just always worried about. I don't know. I'm not always worried, but I have like the rescue me's on all the windows and all the
Oh
cars.
yeah.
And I have these life. Like if I had to, I could swim pretty well, but my daughter can't, and so I just have those, and I kind of repositioned where those are at. But I don't think that's a seasonal prep that I'm doing.
All right. So I will say, I was going to give you a hard time about that one.
Okay.
Still going to give you a little bit of a hard time because the rescue me's, like, I watched this one guy do this video where he took his kid out and they bought like the glass out of a car door, and then like they brought it back to their house and then smashed it with the rescue me so that we could see it. I think he's doing okay on YouTube. He's doing fine.
Okay.
It was your video.
Yeah. I was like, man, that sounds familiar. That
sounds familiar. Gosh, that's a great idea. Yeah, you did it like 5 years ago, and I bought like 30 rescue me's. So anyway, the little flotation devices that are not like cushions, but they're the ones that have the CO2 canister. Because those you could actually pack in you could pack under a seat or something. I don't hate that idea.
I don't like
how much they cost though.
They're expensive. That's the thing, and then you have to recharge. You have to remember about recharging. So that's why I went with the big bulky things. And I use the bulky things for like knee pads, like if you're changing your tire or something, that they're dual purpose or anything that you're doing under the car. So I kind of like it for that because it's dual purpose, and they're cheaper. But those little ones those compact ones are nice. I just worry about my kids mainly. For that. But again, I don't think that's a summer prep. I think that's just I always have that in the car. But
that's just an in general prep.
Why Sutton says she's not going in the car with me? What's going on? Sutton says you're welcome in the Tutmobile. We'll have glass bottled water together.
We have to put a Tup logo on the side of your car now. That's the thing. I also need. That's
not Gray Man. That's not Gray Man.
We need a flashlight with just the silhouette of the Tup logo, the Tup signal.
That is funny.
That is fantastic.
I was keeping an eye on whatever people were talking.
There's a lot happening in the chat right now.
Well,
when we go away for like a week and a half and then come back on our actual night, like holy cow!
On the real night, I worked from home today, so it worked out well because my wife's not feeling well. But so I'm talking about rocket stoves and so, she's. I don't know. I never get sick, but my wife catches all the gets sick all the time.
We had that last week. My daughter got sick, and then my wife got sick, and then my son wasn't sure if he was sick or not.
Yeah.
And I, as a University of Oregon Duck fan, you are not, so you will not understand this joke. But anyone who is, when you go to the football game at Autzen Stadium, at the beginning of the game, when they're talking about everything else, they always say, "And it never rains at Autzen Stadium," and everyone in the crowd cheers. Yeah. I've been there a couple of times where it actually has downpoured. Like it's Oregon and like water was sheeting off of the stairs and everything else. And they'll come on and they'll be like, "It never rains at Autzen Stadium, but the forecast today is for liquid sunshine." It's a variation.
A running joke,
Yeah, exactly. So I don't get sick. It's not a thing that happens. Occasionally I am not fully healthy. But you might be
70%. Yeah, no, I got I got a award in school when I senior year. I didn't miss one day of school all through elementary, all through junior high, all through high school. Like so, I don't know. I don't get sick that often. I'll get a big sick every once in a while, like cancer or something. But that's what happens with me. Like or I had a big some certain scares like that require major surgery.
Wow,
I don't get.
It's all or nothing with you.
It's all or nothing. Yeah.
It's go big or don't go home. I guess I don't know what.
Also, on the vehicle preps, one of the things that came in. I don't know why I'm sharing this, but the travel John came in handy the other day because I had to go number one, and I didn't have a place to go.
It would have been number two. It would have been a very different.
Oh, that would have been. Yeah. Crappy situation.
By Sutton's Days, thanks for. I can't understand why you would want to leave right now. I can't understand. Okay,
we started going towards the potty type talk, and then
you know what? We can loosen the ties now. We can loosen the ties. We can relax a little bit. Yeah, Sutton's Days. Have a wonderful night.
Yeah.
Queen of Queens.
What was I talking? Oh yeah, my wife has been not feeling well. And so she the barf bags. We have some those barf things in the car. Yeah, the ones that you get at the hospital. Yeah. Those come in handy. So. But that's not a summertime prep. Let's go back to. I'm going to try to go back to topic. So
that's okay. That's okay. We don't really. I mean, topics are just kind of. By the way, how was your Father's Day?
Oh yeah, that's right. It's pretty good. Last year I was so mad because all I wanted for Father's Day was to sleep in. And said, no one wake me up, no matter what. just leave me alone I want to sleep in. And then like at 7 a.m., like the neighbors had some weed whackers going because they hired a lawn crew. I'm like, dude, and it woke me up. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? But this year I still woke up early, but we had a nice my mom came over. I get my height from my Swedish side, and so she came over and made Swedish pancakes and bacon for.
Did she only serve them on high shelves?
No. And we've been having oven. All of our appliances seem to be going out at the same time, and so we had to make But I like baking the oven now. Baking the bacon now. And so we had to improvise and use the barbecue for the bacon. I've never barbecued bacon before, but I did on Sunday for the Swedish pancakes. But that was.
I have a friend who does. He does pork belly burnt ends with his smoker, and puts brown sugar glaze on them and the whole thing. So it's like bacon and barbecue. Awesome. It's fantastic.
Yeah, well, I mean, I did it in a baking sheet, and then I have like the vented thing, so the fat kind of drips off, and they bake pretty evenly, and yeah, it's fun. But that's what we did for Father's Day, and I forget what else I did. Just kind of low key for the most part.
Very good, very good. I'm
what about you?
Because I forgot. We went to dinner. I don't know if you saw the paperwork. We crossed the Oregon-Washington border because my favorite Mexican restaurant is Husan and Larry's right in Vancouver. So we had to go there for enchiladas and their salsa, which I absolutely can't get enough of. We came back with a quart of it because it's like a 45-minute drive out there. So I was like, I want it for the rest of the week. The kids did a scavenger hunt for me in the morning all around the house.
Nice.
And then the present that they got me is still en route. So when it gets here, I will show it off. But I had purchased for myself.
Yeah.
I got the Lego Pac-Man thing. Did you see it?
No.
Have you seen it? Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, I meant to put it's going to go right here. Optimus Prime is going to leave, and Pac-Man
it bumps out Optimus Prime.
Yeah. Yep. It does.
My son's going to want it because he looks up to your Lego collection.
Yeah. It's an arcade. It looks like a little arcade cabinet. But it's Technic and everything. And so when you turn the crank on the side, it actually runs Pac-Man and the ghosts around the maze. And there's like a cherry that's there and all. It is fantastic.
So you bought yourself a Father's Day present.
Yeah. So I actually bought it like a couple weeks ago. Yeah. But my wife was like, so what do you want to do? And I was like, well, we want to go see Indiana Jones in like a week. And I have never seen the Indiana Jones movies, and the kids hadn't. So we did an Indiana Jones movie marathon and built Legos.
We just watched a couple of Indiana Jones too, but we don't watch the new ones. It's just the original trilogy is what we.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw the Crystal Skull, and I thought it was horrible.
Yeah, we watched them all because we didn't like. I don't know. I was like, I don't know what I know about this Indiana Jones. I've seen. Scenes, but like I've never actually sat and watched an entire one. So we watched all of them, and then I think the goal is my wife really likes Indiana Jones, so we're gonna go see the new Indiana Jones in theater. So we were getting the kids all ready. And then I saw that Sutton's Days had asked them like how our gardens were.
Yeah, I was gonna get to that, but then she split.
I went and got more starts. To go and kind of fill out more of the garden. So we're going to try some peppers. I had another gardening friend who was like, you should try cauliflower, you should try peppers.
Whoa.
I'm like, okay, fine. I'm trying the nasturtiums or marigolds in the beds to see if that helps with bugs. We're doing all kinds of like little tests and experiments.
It sounds awesome.
But yeah, how about you? How's your garden doing?
My wife has taken over the operation fully, and
Yeah.
I had to put on Father's Day. I had to put deer fencing up because the deer are obliterating our everything: roses, strawberries, blueberries. They're just eating all of it. So
were they sent by your neighbor?
No, not those ones. No.
Are they evil deer with laser
Evil
beams
deer.
attached to their heads?
Yeah, they're just addicted to roses, I guess. I didn't know that a bit. Deer. But by the way, we could start over the string because Pony Girl has arrived. So
Pony Girl's arrived.
yeah, it was a little late.
Oh my
late, but
all right. Well,
it's okay.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, not Optimus isn't going far. Optimus will probably go. The problem is this shelf is a weird shape, so
Yeah.
Optimus may go down here. I may put him in truck form or something,
I'm gonna
He'll
miss
still be
not
there,
seeing Optimus.
and then Pac-Man will go up there.
Yeah, but
Otherwise.
Mrs. Urban Prepper's working on. Now she has Carolina Reapers, and so she's growing those on the side, and so that's I'm yeah, those ones are going to be hot. But
Yeah.
that's all going pretty good according to plan for sure. So I was going to say something else, but
I often have a war on bugs, Pony Girl, and oftentimes they are outside. Yeah.
Oh, we were watching it. I with the kids. It's like, oh, we should watch a nice family show like Indiana Jones. So we put on Indiana Jones, and within the first scene, like there's like some guy gets impaled by spikes, and it's like it gets shot, and it was like, oh my gosh, what's going on here?
You're like, wait a minute, this is not how I remember this. Oh wait,
Yeah,
I was looking at this from 1980s eyes and not.
So my daughter, it was like, what's going on? It's too scary. And then like on the first one, like she was all I forgot it. She all liked the monkey that was on that one, and the monkey ate the poisoned date and died. Like,
yeah,
sure. And that was like really like what?
Yeah.
Hey, that's how the '80s roll. We got
it was edgy back then.
Yeah,
you
got
edgy. And,
yeah, it's a little edgy. So
yeah. All right. Well, I think you have piano lessons.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, okay.
But,
well, I thought again.
I have to leave at 6, so
it's 5:56.
So we got like 3
Ladies
minutes.
and gentlemen, this is what it's like working with Star Power here.
The kids take piano lessons, and I have been working at the office, and so on Wednesdays, but because people were sick, I worked from home.
Mm-hmm.
Everything worked out. This is what it should be like. I think
this works out.
Wednesday is our home, but now I
is.
think next week I'll be probably remote again, so the camera's going to look horrible. But
that's all right. That's all right. We'll do like the special occasions, and I think,
or we could pre-film it and we could just have the rerun play.
We could like an actual podcast where they do like we do the live podcast, which is kind of fun. But we could do like a record. We could try to do a recorded one. I was thinking I might do like my stream like on the weeks that you are at work and we do our stream on Friday. I would do my stream on Wednesday, and then when we do our stream on Wednesday, then I'll do my stream on.
This is totally random. It's not prepper related. Well, I don't know. Maybe
most of our stream isn't, so I don't think that's.
Have you ever seen the Starlink satellite trains? Or have you heard of those
trains?
Yes. Okay. So I'm not alone. So
last
Tuesday, I'm coming back from something. I'm with a friend of mine, and we look out. It's like 11:30 at night. I look up in the sky, and I see these lights in a perfect series of perfect row. There's 30 or 40 of them traveling across the upper atmosphere. And I'm like, what the heck is that? I'm like, do you see that? And he's like, what is that? And I'm like, me, the prepper, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's UFOs.
The invasion is happening.
The invasion's happening. Or like we're
Mm-hmm.
going to like, those are like battleships or something. Like, we're at war. And I'm like, but I thought, oh man, these are aliens. The aliens are attacking us right now. And so then I left. I'm like, hey, it's nice knowing you if the UFOs come. So then I immediately go on Twitter to search like this, and people were posting about it. But then I found out that they were Starlink satellite trains that like which I'd never seen before, but they're up in the atmosphere and they're in a perfect line. So if you ever see that, have no fear. It's not aliens attacking
It's Elon. It's not
Elon attacking.
aliens,
Yes.
it's Elon.
Yes, who might be an alien. But
Yeah, exactly.
but
There's part of me that's super jealous about people who get to have Starlink internet because I kind of love the idea of having satellite internet, especially like with the speeds and stuff that they've got going on there. But I can't justify having Starlink and fiber, and satellite still isn't as good as fiber, and so it's kind of like I can't justify that.
I'm gonna see if I can get a quick photo for you, just so you can kind of see. But I was so scared.
What are you taking a photo of? You look like you're like is this gonna be like a PG-13? Is this an R-rated photo? What's happening?
No, it's just the Starlink. Starlink.
Okay. All right.
What it looks like. So let me see if I can get it on camera. But it looked like, I don't know if you can even see that, like a line like that.
Yeah, we can't see that.
You can't.
You need to expand it and then bring it right up to the camera.
Yeah, let's see. It's not gonna work.
If we had like a better show, like we would have like I'd know how to
we'd
like,
bring it up. Yeah, we'd have our assistant bring it up there. But
yeah, we'll have to work on that.
Anyway, so no, they weren't aliens.
Okay, well, I mean, it seems like that was interesting and yet slightly disappointing that you weren't pulled to probe or something like that.
Well, I thought, okay. I didn't know if it was bug out bag time or not, but for a moment it was a little moment.
Bug out bag time. If the aliens are coming, I don't think there's anywhere you can go.
That's true.
Like they'll find you.
They're gonna get us.
Yeah, exactly. They have the ability to go other places.
I was drinking the same the stevia that you're drinking, or the Zevia. I was drinking the same one. Just
the creamy root beer.
Yeah, right before I got on. So I think we're kind of linked in with each other. We have a Starlink connection from Portland to Seattle. So
we do, and I was finalizing some of our plans for July.
Yeah, so you got to have your people talk to my people, because I'm going to be down in Oregon for. We'll work that out. But I'll be there early or July for a vacation, and then I'll be back.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we'll figure it out.
All right.
All right. Well, we'll end it on all of our future plans. I think now that we've had some more chatting, stay tuned. Next week we will do some sort of a stream. It might be Wednesday, it might be Friday. We're not sure yet, but we'll figure it out. Keep an eye out at all your notifications on, because anybody who got the notification 2 hours before we got online that we were going to do this, you never know with us.
You never know.
It's
and now we're also on Facebook and Twitch, which is cool.
Yeah, exactly. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitch, we're on Twitter. Yeah. Do you have a Twitter? You have a Twitter.
Can you hook up Twitter? I didn't.
Yeah, you can do live streaming on Twitter now.
I gotta step up my game.
So, yeah, exactly. We can connect that one. You can connect all of the things.
Well, we had a rough start to the stream, but I think we got it back. We got back on the floor.
Exactly.
And Sutton's Days came, so that was good. We had our usual.
We got the kinks worked out.
Tony Girl came, and everything kind of worked out from there. So.
Exactly. Chuck was here. Pigs Fly. We had all of the usual suspects. It felt like home again. And now, we'll see what happens next week.
I'm gonna hop offline. I'm gonna watch some Wrangler Star guerrilla warfare videos on TikTok, and just cause some trouble.
We need to see if we can get Wrangler Star. I think one of the things we should start thinking about, you and I, is the whole guest idea. I think if
he's got a big time.
Like, could we get Wrangler Star to come onto our podcast? Can we get?
I don't know.
Nate and could we get?
You got to go through their legal teams.
I know there's a lot of things. We'll start the process. 2026. Season 8 of Prep Talk Live. Maybe we'll be.
Yeah, we'll at least get Sutton's on again for sure.
Oh well, yeah, of course. We have to do the whole game show thing we had with her.
That would be cool. That was fun. And she kept us online too. So.
She did. She knew exactly what was going on, and we were very well behaved. All right, everybody.
On that note, I'm gonna go to piano lessons, but I hope you have a good evening.
Have a great night, everybody, and we'll talk to you soon.